The Montreal Museum of Fine Arts is bringing Pompeii back to life. The iconic Roman city was frozen in time after Mount Vesuvius erupted in 79 AD, leaving behind a multitude of treasures, including gold and silver. It shows the role of gold as a safe haven and how silver may have been seen as even more valuable. We're with Laura Vigo, the curator of the Pompeii exhibit here at the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts. Laura, thank you so much for giving us this tour today.
It's a pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about what happened in Pompeii.
Well, basically there was a big eruption which was unexpected because people didn't know the Vesuvius was a volcano in the first place. And then suddenly they say 24th of August or 24th of October in 79 of our era, the Vesuvius just woke up. And in less than 24 hours, it completely covered the entire city of Pompeii. And basically what the great catastrophe made possible was that the entire city of Pompeii was completely preserved, like in a time capsule, was completely covered for over 1600 years. So that's the most important, I would say, contribution that the eruption did. So when they started rediscovering Pompeii in the 18th century, in 1748, what they found was really traces of how life, everyday life of the common people was at the time. So it's an incredible, evidence.
So we're going to start behind us with these currencies that really show the importance of silver and gold that were used in Pompeii.
Well, yes, this is basically, we used the entire sequence of the emperor, basically. Mostly are denarius, so they are silver coins, and sesterces, brass coins. And they show up, the timeline from the beginning, from Julius Caesar, so we're about the 1st century before Common Era, up to the establishment of the empire.
So, Laura, the currency behind me, it's made up of silver, brass, you said. Was gold used as a currency?
Yes. So the golden coins, actually, most of the golden coins that have been found in Pompeii, for instance, they were found in a safety deposit box. So they were not actually used for transactions so much. They were actually, the way the gold was meant as a precious material was actually as a capitalizing.
Wow, so people viewed gold as a safe haven.
Yeah, and in fact, most of the people that were found fleeing the scene, they had little pouches of textile, they would bags. And then there's another room, which is called tablinum, where there was a big, apparently at a certain point, there was a big table in a big house, a big table with all the silverware displayed. So when you enter the atrium as a cliente, as a guest, you would see all this silver display.
So silver was used to show your wealth.
Yes.
Laura, what is this magnificent object?
Well, this is really, indeed, is a magnificent object. It's the only one that has been found, and it represents an amulet. Every single child in Pompeii had to wear an amulet, a bulla, from birth onward until 17 years of age. So you had the golden bulla, like in the case of this, sculpture, statue, marble sculpture. You see that this is a person, is a young adult of the upper class.
This belonged to a wealthy family.
Very wealthy family. In fact, the fact that it was gold implied that he actually belonged to a child of the upper class.
So, Laura, bring us back to 79 AD. Tell us a little bit about what the cost of living was like.
Most people in Pompeii were not rich. As I said, they were either freed slaves or merchants, so they were like middle class. And most people lived outside, so they dined outside, they drank outside, so there were a lot of different kind of services that were available on the street.
So Laura, here we're in front of amazing jewelry from Pompeii and really illustrates the importance of gold as a status symbol.
Yes, definitely. I mean, the matrona, the lady of the house, coming from an aristocratic class, she would wear as much gold as possible to show off her wealth.
Laura, grazie. I learned so much, and I invite everyone to come and look at the Pompeii exhibit, which is on until September
the 5th.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Daniela.